10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Are you sure you clicked on the right podcast? It doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Uncensored BS, a Farkwaad podcast, hosted by Farkwaad.
Today I have a very special guest. May you please introduce yourself?
My name is Josiah Carti.
Welcome to my show, bro. How are you doing today?
Thanks, man. I've been doing well, man. Just been getting set up at this new place. Going to school right now for my social work degree.
Oh wow! So okay, that's very. Why are you working for that social degree? Like, do you have a purpose for that, or?
Well, before I wanted to do criminal justice, and I wanted to work with a lot of kids, especially like minorities, black and brown kids. I wanted to work with them in the criminal justice field, especially since black and brown kids don't have the same opportunities as white peers. So it's I wanted to work with them at the same time. Yeah, I'm very, especially since the Black Lives Matter movement took off the way it is too. And now you see a lot of social workers trying to help black and brown kids in that field too, especially with BLM taking off the way it is.
I highly admire the fact that you alongside with a lot of other of our fellow American citizens who are minorities, to state that clear, are actually dealing with the lack of education and the lack of regular community service that's lacking in a lot of places in this day and age. A lot of people are more worried about social media also, that has highly impacted on how people view towards society in here on. And honestly, bro, the fact that it's like, honestly, and I've witnessed this a lot in a lot of situations, that not any minorities, like, now I'm gonna backtrack this a little bit. I don't know if you heard about the Asian hate signing bill. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. As an Asian, I think that bill was very unnecessary. I just wanted to ask you, what do you think about the Asian hate signing bill?
In my opinion, it gives them the leg up from other minority groups, especially black and brown people. And we're the ones that have been suffering for generations of time. I'm happy.
Above 500 years in
better world. Well, for black people, it's been 500 years. For I'd say for a lot of black and brown people, when I say brown people too, I mean BIP, POC, black and indigenous people of color, at the bottom of the totem pole. Indigenous people live on reservations. They lack health care. Their suicide rate is higher than any other race. So it's kind of like Asian Americans get the leg up above BIPOCs.
I can vouch for that 1,000%. And the fucked up part about this, bro, is that they didn't even, I don't know. I personally think, bro, this move, then it is kind of like a law move. Because why all of a sudden, I don't know if this is just me, but I noticed that all of a sudden a movement was going on a couple months back, and it was known as the Asian hate movement.
AAP. It's so sad because, we're both minorities, and it's like, and back when Trump got elected during the, I felt so bad.
Man.
I felt so bad for every Muslim person I knew. I just felt so bad for them because your families are being stripped away from the U.S. to seek better lives, know, and then everybody's attacking you because of this skink.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to put it out there, now, just for those ignorant ass people that believe, now sorry to you pieces of shit ignorant motherfuckers out there that think that mental health is not a worry, bro, it's brain is what literally keeps you, like, the brain and the heart is what keeps you moving. Unfortunately, our cultures, your culture, my culture. Now, I'm gonna, on behalf of the black community, bro, I have seen the amount of, like, injustice and, like, the bullshit that I've seen of how, like, higher up any type of authority, it could be police, it could be the fucking CIA, It could be FBI. It could be your fucking boss at work, who could be a white peer, and it could be a coworker who could be a white peer. Now, I have worked in a lot of jobs where there have been white folks at the same time. Now, hear this: I have seen and I have noticed the way that certain like of our white peers move, and it is like some of them are just doing their thing, regular people, normal people. Now,
Right.
me, I'm not looking to, and that's just something I've been brought up with. I'm
Right.
not one of those people to like just because I look color, I'm not just gonna go with whatever side is with all colors. It's like nah, fam.
Right.
They let them have their battle. Let the black community have their battle. Let them say what they gotta say. I'm gonna add this on. This is a little personal. What I'm about to say.
Right.
Racist as fuck. That man's the most racist, and I'm pretty sure that's some really fucked up things, like really fucked up things.
Right.
Honestly, I just can't say it because it's fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would come back, like he would use racial slurs towards me just because of the fact that I'm one of the darkest. But
yeah,
I mentioned to him one time, I was like, Dad, do you have any idea people before us had to go through just for us to have this freedom that we have today?
right.
I asked him, I was like, Dad, you talk shit about black people? Well, guess what? Dad? Hey, same people that fought for every minority's freedom that we're living right now.
Yeah.
And the reason why I had to state it out there to him was to let him know, Daddy, I know American history and I know Pakistan history. Just to stay, went to school in Pakistan,
Mm-hmm.
and boy, oh boy, if you go back to your native homes, and if you look different from the people out there, if you act different from the people out there, you are an outcast. This is
Right.
pretty much anywhere you go. Anywhere
Right.
you go, if your personality does not fit within that town or within that environment, you're left out, and it's totally normal to feel like that. If just think that right and wrong. And I'm sorry, I'm talking happen. It's that people need to start like I talk because me personally, I'm a very like active aggressive person. Speak much, but that's bullshit. I don't give a fuck. I think that's pure bullshit. So
Right.
that's pretty much all. But I personally believe that the United States government should start taking more action. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen unless if we have people from our kind of day and age, people that have been born and raised in the societies that we have been raised in, they have been through the BS from like up and down, all the whole 9 yards.
Right.
Every
Absolutely.
single person that has been leading our country, and I'm sorry for listeners that feel offended for what I'm about to say, but our last in the United States of America, with all due respect, have done a fucking terrible job.
Exactly.
Now,
Yeah.
why do you ask? Now, when I was in summer school back in 2016, and
Mm-hmm.
for English, for 11th grade English,
Right.
we read an article. It was about uh, I forgot what it was about, but it was definitely something about. Oh, there it is. It was about it was literally a whole rundown on the US government's budget and what they spend the money on.
We spent.
Do you want to know
We
that
spent. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead. I want you to speak. I feel like I've had the floor for too long. So
Because
go ahead,
we spent so much on defense. And this is also the crazy part. We're ranked twice in spending money on defense and spending money on our police budget too. Ranked twice.
I'm also going to add on to a couple of other things that the U.S. government spend their money on. That's not the only things. That's mostly where their money's going. Mm-hmm. Most of their money's going there. But mind you, they also have some spare money that they can grant to us fellow U.S. citizens who are struggling. Most of us are struggling to even like keep a shelter above our roof.
And I think
a lot of us.
I think the pandemic actually, in my opinion,
the pandemic hit
It shed light on that too.
It hit people. I think the pandemic affected a lot of people in the real estate business because, for those people that were selling houses and so on forth, they were probably selling them for like a good regular price. And then when the pandemic hit, bro, all of a sudden I was, just for fun, looking up how much a house costs. I'm actually around down south right now.
Right.
You said you're in Richmond. You said you're in Richmond.
I am in Richmond. Yeah.
I'm like 2 hours away from you, so
okay. Are you in the Virginia Beach area?
I'm around that area, Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, that's what I'm. Okay, speaking of, I've been around Virginia Beach for quite some time now, bro. When I tell you the amount of fucking that fake racism, that fake two-faced shit you see from certain people.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, you can feel it. Like me personally, I don't know if this is me or if this is a lot of people, like including you and people that are listening to this, but I personally think, bro, that when I walk in a room or in a public area where it's full of white peers, I don't know what it is. It might be just me. It might be everyone else. I feel super uncomfortable. And I'm not just saying this just because a lot of people, and I'm just trying to be a follower. No. I personally have felt it. It is very uncomfortable being in an environment. You're the only person of all different peoples.
Yeah, as a person of color, I could feel that too. I remember back in like high school, I used to always liked a specific race. I used to like white women a lot, but then my friend, yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong, boy.
I did.
Nobody got damn clear.
Yeah, I did. But then once I got older, and I started reading the history of like white women and black men, it wasn't good. It was not good, man. I'm just telling you, like.
Okay.
It's like the Kobe Bryant situation, bro. Like,
yo, hold up. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off real quick. Now,
what's up?
Ben, did you just say as in when? Okay, so now I'm not trying to rewind back to what you said, but adding on to what you said, when you mean by you used to like have interest within white women, does that do you not have interest in them anymore? And if so, has there been did that history book change your decision to
I think, oh my bad. I think it was more like, I mean, I used to like them. I mean, because it was just like their attitude was kind of like positive, I should say. It wasn't the same as like women of color, but like when everything started changing, because like I feel like they so two-faced. Like it's like not all of them, but some of them are, or not. A majority of them are, but not all of them. Like they just be two-faced as fuck.
Bro,
I was just like, nah.
Bold.
Nah,
you are bold. Man. I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, Josiah Carti is one bold man.
Yo, man, I can't do it. And like I looked up the history, but I looked up the history of them too. Like they be throwing black dudes in jail, bro. Like,
bro,
they just.
You read the book? Have you read the book? What was that one book? It was the lawyer Atticus Finch. Do you remember that book?
What's that fucking thing called?
It was
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
If you have not read To Kill a Mockingbird, well, you need to reiterate yourself. Stop what you're doing and just either watch the classic movie of To Kill a Mockingbird. There's also a musical of To Kill a Mockingbird.
It really gets you too.
Regardless of what version you're watching, if you read the book, the movie just pretty much shows the visuals of the book. And man, the reason why I'm the history between white women and black men back then was really not good. I agree with you. I 1,000% agree with you that, bro, in that movie, the fact that old girl tried to she really tried to have sex with the black dude.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, he's a slave. He's their fucking slave. Like in the 60s, bro.
In the 60s,
In
man.
the
Yeah.
fucking 60s, you had
To,
in the fucking and then y'all talk about segregation was around at the time. No. Everything was still around at the time then, and that shit is still around. Do you
bro,
know another fact of the day, bro?
What's that?
Did you know that it's only been 54 years since Virginia has has legalized interracial marriage?
Yeah. It
Bro,
hasn't been
what do
that
you think
long.
about that?
It just shows that it's still prevalent today too. You know, because especially since I'm being dead serious. Like you see,
oh, I know, no, that's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing because bro.
You know what's funny? Like a lot of older black people, they're like, oh, I can't believe he's with that white woman. I can't believe he's with that Asian woman. I can't believe he's with that Latina. Like, yo,
that with every culture.
Yeah,
that's pretty much with every culture.
With every culture, yeah, of course. I mean, I remember I was talking to my mom's, and I was like, yeah, I want a Latina girlfriend, and she was like, they don't even date outside their race, so you don't even have a chance.
Yeah, I don't know who told you that. Well, your mom told you that? Hello? Yo?
Hello?
Okay, you're there.
Yeah, we were in Britain at that time, the UK, and I was just like, yeah, I like Hispanic woman, and then she was like, you don't even have a chance. Your chances is at 0.
Well, I'm gonna let you know right now, Josiah. They're wrong. Okay, if you don't have a chance, oh well, you'll find out by yourself.
Right.
My thing, I was gonna say something. Now I understand that you've had your history with white women, and me personally, especially when it comes to women, I don't look at color at all. It's more of their share of interests, their personality.
Yeah.
And don't forget the hygiene. The hygiene is the most important part of the human body. We all should know that. If there's any of you stank asses listening to this podcast, please go to Walmart. You can get a small little shampoo container for 99 cents for 3 packets. All you gotta do is go to get a ride to Walmart. Take the bus to Walmart. You could just take the fucking bus to Walmart. Get yourself some fucking shampoo. I don't know what shampoo you should get. Get yourself some shower gel so you can stop fucking fish tilapia, pussy, fucking. I don't know what else I should add to that, but yeah, just fucking take a shower. Wash your ass. All right, your ass cannot like rotten eggs. You're welcome.
Oh man,
you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I try not. I mean, it's like you try not to look at it too much like that, but
But the people that you encounter with their bad traits that they show you and the bad traits that you sense with them, yeah, that it's that one thought that you get like, damn, why am I fucking with this certain race? Damn, why did I mess with this certain race? Like me, bro, I have went I've encountered with females or women different races, and I'm gonna tell you right now, it's complicated. I'm saying because of the ones that I've encountered with, obviously.
Right.
Other than that, I don't think there's any issue with race. Obviously, if it's more of see what they view politically, what their interests are, stuff like that nowadays determines a person's personality. Literally, and the way they respond to certain things. It's obviously that it also affects a lot on your behavior and how people like. Then there's people out there that are just like I said, two-faced. They're really good at hiding what their motives really are. As in, for example, our white peers. Some of them will literally smile in your face. Like I had an old friend of mine. Like I've known his parents for a while too.
Right.
And And you know, we never let politics get in the way. Obviously, I never knew politics was ever a thing to even get in the way of with them. With
Mm-hmm.
this whole fucking coronavirus, this whole Trump getting impeached, the whole Black Lives Matter, like the
Mm-hmm.
whole, you know, everything, the whole thing that was going, bro, within that time manner,
Right.
like just some bullshit. Like there's just some bullshit's been going on. Like you can tell that time, Trump. Now I know he's not. Any of us are any better than that man.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I will is that that man ran our country despite being a celebrity and a businessman, and he also, you know, I'd say materialistically wise, he has done a lot of improvement. But when it comes to the like, you know, looking out another brother, especially
Mm-hmm.
if you're an American citizen. If you're an American citizen, you shall be treated like one, regardless of what color you are. My personal opinion. But I'm
Right.
not gonna lie to you, bro. I feel like Trump did a lot of that shit for clout because
I
there
think
have
so
been
too.
people.
Yeah.
There have been people that have met him personally, like on a personal level. People that have even talked shit about him have met him on a personal level, and they said, Trump, bro. And I don't think it's entirely true. I just think he's more of he's open minded. But that's
Right.
the problem. That's the problem. You
I think.
can't.
I think
He
with the.
can't. You can't use. You can't use blasphemy, bigotry, prejudice as a form of freedom of speech.
Right.
That's all. That's like all I'm saying. You
I
know,
think in
because
my. I think in my opinion, he made like racist people more comfortable about being racist. It's like,
honestly, that is it's fucked up. You have
yeah.
no you already know, but it's so fucked up, bro. And and I don't know about you, bro, but is it? I feel like that racism shit is carried on more in the north of north side of the East Coast than it is on south.
I
Now
mean,
I'll tell
yeah.
you why.
Okay. Yeah.
I know. I've been to
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina and I've been to Georgia multiple times. I've also been to Alabama.
Right.
And you know how a lot of people say, "Oh, there's no place for black people." So
A lot
look,
of times.
I'm
Right.
that's fucking cap. Straight the fuck up. That's cap as fuck. I've been to Alabama, a city, small town called Dothan, and bro,
There
I
was
feel
some.
like
There were.
of Alabama, everyone
Mm-hmm.
down there don't look at color. Literally, they don't look at color. Maybe the cops do, but everyone else out there color. And
Right.
yeah, there's folks out there that got their Confederates on their trucks, and they got that they're wearing a fucking shirt. But guess what?
Right.
They're moving. They're just doing their thing. They're doing. It's just them politically, Confederate.
Yeah.
But bro, don't. I'm not saying it's not disrespect. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that they're in their territory. So in that case, they believe they can do that shit.
Right.
While on the other hand, you fucking Boston or New York or New Jersey, in any of those states,
Mm-hmm.
boy, oh boy,
Oh, you're gonna get jumped.
you're gonna get
Oh yeah.
like by hands. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. That's why sometimes nowadays, bro, social media platform is so fucking confusing. Cause I feel like the it's okay to open up, it's okay to be yourself, but
Mm-hmm.
in their words, it's more like it's okay how society says it is. So if you're in that
Right.
then you're good. But if you're not in that criteria, you're just a nobody. You're a piece of shit in their eyes. But little
Yeah.
do people are also starting to wake up to the fact that your favorite celebrity is your has a job too. This is
Right.
not a lot of them don't even enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
They literally signed the deal the never expect them to do.
Exactly. Yeah. I've
So
seen it a lot. Like that one R&B singer. What's her name? Yeah.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know Scizza, I knew her before a lot, like she was a part of the women empowerment trend. And I'm gonna say this right now. I have high respect for Scizza,
Oh yeah, same.
but her fan base,
Oh my God,
my
bro.
get out, get
Jesus
out, go home.
Christ.
They're annoying. Go home. They're annoying.
Bro,
Go
have
home.
you
Go
what
the fuck home.
yo, her fan base, like, bro, like, it's just like they protect her like no matter what.
They
It's
do,
like
but they do it.
it's like
But you know how the fact that she's very deep into spirituality,
yeah.
she sages and she has the crystals in her house,
Yeah,
and
I
she
follow her
does.
on Instagram and I see it a lot. Yeah.
Oh, so you do follow? Okay, so you
Yeah,
follow her. Yeah,
I follow her, yeah.
I don't follow her much, but you know what really threw me off? Not Doja Cat, and I got a lot of stuff to say about Doja Cat. But not Doja Cat. I'm actually talking about. What's her
Is it
fucking? Oh yeah. It has some. She's that man. I don't want to say it. I might be. It's
Lizzle, yeah.
Lizzle.
Lizzle.
She was on live with Lizzle one time, right? I forgot her. I don't listen to Lizzle at all.
No,
I think
I don't
Lizzle
either. My sister listens.
is super overrated in my opinion, and I
Right.
believe that her fame is super unnecessary. She can do so much with what she has brought up to the music industry, but instead she has made herself a fucking clown. I swear, everywhere she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a fan of Lizzle, if you're a fan of Link, leave my fucking podcast now, please. Do not feel any remorse for anything that I'm saying about Scizza. I actually don't have a problem with Scizza. Laid back person. She seems very laid back.
Oh
I
yeah,
definitely,
I watched her interviews a
I
lot.
definitely,
Yeah.
I'd love to have Scizza on my podcast. No lie,
Mhm.
if I can have Scizza on my podcast, boy oh boy, because
Yeah.
man, besides now, because
Mhm.
you're my dog. What is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a
I'm a
Taurus.
Taurus. I'm a
All right,
Taurus
you're a
or
Taurus.
Taurus?
It's Taurus.
Taurus. Okay, I'm a
Taurus.
Taurus.
To say Tor, like the word Tor, it tore us.
Taurus. I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus.
Taurus.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Say it again. He is a Taurus. Once again, you probably already are aware that I'm an Aquarius, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, Josiah, we're gonna get into astrology now. What do you think about astrology, first and foremost?
Religious. So Jehovah Witness we did not believe in the whole astrology and much.
Oh, okay. I respect that.
Yeah, but as I grew up, I don't follow the Jehovah Witness trend anymore. It's been exposed a lot more. However, I see a lot of act the way they do, and then they say they it's because that's the reason why I acted the way I acted, and it's like
all right. I'm gonna shorten what to the people listening to this. Ladies and gentlemen, what he's trying to say is that there are people out there that justify their fucked up ways and their fucked up actions depending on what zodiac sign they are.
right.
And keep a balance with learning astrology. But
Mm-hmm.
for someone who is like, I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole saying this, but
Mm-hmm.
if you're someone who is very radical about their religion, definitely I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But matter of just keeping the balance of learning, you could learn astrology and still believe in your religion. That's pretty much what it is.
Right.
But there are some stuff in astrology that I don't believe, and it is the horoscopes. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, if you believe the horoscopes are real, I don't know what to tell you. Those horoscopes do not decide your life. If you believe horoscopes decide your life and they go the way they go, well, your simulation has already been decided. Your fate has already been decided. Just letting you know. And if you those words, just keep listening to my podcast and you'll find out more of these interviews. But anyway, so we were talking about right? And I actually just looked it up. Not too long ago. Scizza was born in November 8th of 1990, which makes her a Scorpio, cusp probably no cuss, but she's a Scorpio, and yeah, that's kind of wild. She, a Scorpio female is like really chill, laid back, doing her own. I can see
Right.
the doing her own thing part. Scorpios are very they're known to be a very bad reputation, and I'm gonna be very honest. I have bumped with some Scorpios that are very great people. Uh, if you think a Scorpio is a piece of shit, well, I'm gonna object you on that. They're like one of the most straightforward people. They're actually a fixed sign, just like Aquarius. And you're a Taurus, correct?
Yes.
Taurus, Scorpio, we all fall in the fixed signs category, which is in we are not as unpredictable as the other signs.
Right.
And with the other signs, as in there's the fixed signs, like I just mentioned, with cardinal signs, which is the Libra, Cancer, and Aries. And then there's the signs. The mutables are the ones that are super unpredictable. They could come out good, they can come out pieces of shit, they can come out evil, the whole nine yards.
Right.
And the mutable signs is there's Virgos, Sagittarius, Pisces, and
Gemini. Right.
yes, and so every was mentioned, they're all known to have they're like the most popular ones because especially the fact that they're known for doing some crazy shit. And mutable signs, they kind of like very switchy. They're very moody,
Right.
and they have like a whole different side of them that they don't show to anybody. Where they don't show to nobody. But that's just the knowledge that I've learned about astrology. And it's crazy, bro, because me observing and being around people a lot, it comes to a point where you can already figure out their zodiac sign, and it's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like without even you just asking them. Like, for example, I'm blah blah blah, and some lady, we're having a great conversation. Now I'm asking her zodiac sign, no, that's in my head. Before I ask them that question, I'm in my head like, oh, this person might be this, oh, this person might be that, this person might be this, and they started to come up as like, oh shit, like what is your sign? And they tell you that, like, if they tell you the exact sign you were thinking about that they were, you're fucking blown, like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
holy shit, like, damn, I knew it. Something was telling me you were this.
Right.
Personally, though, in my opinion, have you ever kept track of any of the people you've dealt with of different signs?
I kept track with them. I mean, at the end of the day, if a person acts a way they do, I wouldn't say it's their zodiac sign. I have a cousin on Facebook who shares like zodiac signs a lot, and she's like, "Oh, I will never date a Taurus, or I would never date a Pisces or a Cancer." And
yeah,
it's
well, those people have no idea how to cherish life, and those people just use basic knowledge of according to their knowledge and kind of like justify that as the huge part of the knowledge to like back up their words.
Or
and
like,
it's kind of like,
I'm sorry, like what zodiac sign compares with the other or what zodiac sign is like a good match for a relationship. I kind of tagged in on it a little bit because I have a crush on Scizza, and Scizza's a Pisces, Scorpio, and it said Scorpio and Taurus, and then I was like,
Scorpio and Taurus never get along together. I'm gonna let you.
So I kind of put this. So
Scizza is really, she's pretty, dude. That's all I can really say.
She is a very attractive woman. Yeah.
You know how old Scizza is, bro?
How old?
She's 30 years old.
Wow. She looks good.
She looks 23, 24, literally.
Yeah, oh my God.
And I don't know how you do that, but man, oh man, keep it up.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
All right, and what's it called? Sorry, go on.
if like, oh yeah, like Scizza's a Scizza's Scorpio, I'm a Taurus, so I kind of played along with it a little bit. I play along with it like just a small bit, but I try to not let it
get to you.
Get to me, yeah, because it could be crazy. And then there was that Zodiac killer like from years and years ago. He killed people based on like Zodiac signs, and yeah, it was just.
I remember that. They're actually making a movie about the Zodiac killer, I believe.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
Oh,
I think
that's
there's a show about it or something, or it's already out. I'm not sure, but I definitely something about Zodiac killer not too long ago. So the fact that you mentioned that is actually pretty crazy.
yeah. It's how can I say it? It's just it gets ridiculous. I mean, if you want to study it, that's fine, but don't put your
Don't
beliefs
enforce on
in,
it. Don't
enforce it
with it like on other religious perspective.
Yeah, right.
That I can totally respect.
I remember I posted on Snapchat, and I was like, "Your zodiac." I was like, "Your comparing of zodiac signs are ridiculous," or something like that. I forgot what I said, and then I remember you told me, you were like, "I know a bunch of people who are Tauruses or whatever, and you guys are like the nicest people ever." I actually thank you for that.
The most blunt, bro. There's you. Y'all are very honest. It's just the Taurus women. Oh my god. When I tell you they're just like a fucking bull, hard-headed. Oh my god, boy! I tell you.
Right.
This is my opinion, though.
Get into it too much, like I said earlier. I just,
I mean, but see, speaking of Jehovah's Witness, were you given that belief, and if yes, do you still follow it?
Actually, it's funny because my mom was studying with Jehovah Witnesses, and when she was living in Boston, and she gave me the name Josiah because someone gave her a video on on a documentary of King Josiah. So she was like, "I'm going to name my kid Josiah." So, but when we moved,
your mom's the real one.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I'll tell her that. Thank you.
Yeah.
But when we moved to Virginia, we didn't go to Sunday worship as much. So we kind of drifted away from it. But however, when I got a little old, or probably like 4 or 5, we started going a lot. We started going to Sunday worship. To be honest, I was sent to live with my dad for a little while because I just didn't have my shit together when I was living with my mom, and man, shit just wasn't the same after high school, you know.
Bro, you go deep on my high school experience, maybe definitely for another time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, high school was a shit show. Now to think,
right,
it was a shit show, and to people that are also listening that probably just fucking haters, man, straight up.
Right. I think a lot of people now is just like they just don't want to take criticism.
That too, on the other hand, because look, if you can't take criticism, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been at that point of life where I was tired of taking criticism, not from social media, from people like in the public, dealing with people. Yeah. Growing up as a Muslim, I actually was born and raised in the Islamic religion,
right?
And my parents were, I mean, that time, my mom especially, they were super strict on religion. Like, since I was born, I think the first time I learned Arabic was like, when I was 2, 3, one of those. And like today, bro, I could read the Quran. Like, despite me not understanding all of what it's saying,
right,
I can read it still to this day. Like, give me some time to catch up. I haven't read the Quran in like 4 years, bro. I swear to you, 4 or 5 years. It's been a long time. If anything, the last time I prayed something from the Quran, which is usually you got to pray a chapter from the Quran. If those of the most of the Muslims, now I don't know what, because there are divisions in Islam now, which
Right.
I think is fucking retarded. I think it's so much more racist than just dividing races is religion. Now,
Right.
I have this personal opinion. You can think otherwise. I'm gonna always stand by what I say. I believe religion has all of us as humanity so
I
bad to a point like everything has to be categorized now.
right.
Like now, I heard this. I seen an article about Anthony Mackie, the actor from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, our new Captain America.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
shout out to Anthony Mackie because, bro, you showed out as a Captain America with no super serum. Literally, like he's proved it.
He was the real deal.
He's the not besides of the MCU. The fact that, bro, I know, including myself, that man has inspired a lot of people. And guess what Zodiac Sign is?
It's not Taurus.
No,
Is he Pisces?
no. I'll give you a hint. He's an air sign.
Air sign. Not really good at these things.
I'll give you one. I'm an air sign, but he's not my zodiac sign.
So he was born sometime in February, right?
Nope.
Or February, March,
October.
What's an October sign?
So the beginning of October is Libra, and the other half is Scorpio.
Is he Scorpio?
Nah, bro, he's a Libra.
He's a Libra. Oh man, I was close.
Ladies and gentlemen, I like to quiz people on guessing celebrities, but it's totally fine if you didn't get it right. It's cool. It's just something adding fun to it that I like to do. Yeah, bro. Anthony Mackie is a Libra, and my goodness, like he was portraying on the show in every episode, dude. He is typical Libra. He is your typical Libra. That man is a counselor. I know so many Libras, bro, that I can literally hit them up. I can hit them up right now. I have one of my dogs, my brother. Shout out to my boy Carlos.
Right. Oh man, Carlos.
Yeah, Carlos.
Dang,
Carlos is a Libra. Yeah, one of my favorites. My favorite artist. He's a Libra. Shout out to Fawny. Yo, Fawny, if you're hearing this, bro, you gotta come on my podcast, bro. Real talk. We gotta talk some crazy shit. But anyways, back to the deal. So, I believe that, one day, someday, it's all, like, all of this shit, bro. And when it does come to an end, I wouldn't say it would be a happy ending, obviously. Every happy ending beginning. It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Right.
That, like, a lot of the new TV shows they've been showing recently have been showing that. That's why they've been adding so many spin-offs. They've been adding, like, other movies connected to this, to that verse.
Right.
And dude, I'm going to be very honest with you. In my opinion, Marvel Entertainment is probably the most diverse comic book organization.
Oh yeah, I've seen so much diversity with Marvel films.
Bro, they're Pakistani superhero Kamala Khan, Miss Marvel, bro.
Marvel's gonna change the game.
Marvel added Miss Marvel into their first Avengers game, bro. Do you have any idea how big of a deal that is?
That's huge.
Especially the fact that a lot of us been growing up with our superheroes with the skin color of white.
Yeah.
So in that case, well, I'm not trying to sound racist, everyone, and I'm not, okay? I love people of all color. to all my honey bunnies. If you would like some good old found, you know what I'm saying, you know where to go. That's all I got to say. That's all. Goofy looking ass, Boomy looking ass, Goofy looking ass, Scoop looking ass.
Yeah, man. It's just the game has just changed, man. Just like everything's just changed.
The game itself, the teasers they've been giving of Miss Marvel TV show, and the fact that they confirmed that Miss Marvel is gonna be in the second Captain Marvel movie, bruh, she's getting more screen time than Scarlet Witch was ever announced to have screen time. Like Miss Marvel hasn't even been given official screen yet, and Miss Marvel is already getting her like name out there. And bro, do you want to know that the Miss Marvel comics only came out like 10, 11 years ago?
Oh, yeah. So it hasn't been around a long time.
Oh no, it hasn't. But the fact that it's already hello. You can hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah, I was just saying
great.
it wasn't here for a long time.
Yeah, no,
and now it's here.
It's coming. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a Marvel fan, just a quick announcement. We have Black Widow coming out in theaters July 9th of 2021. It will also be available.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it will also be available on Disney Plus as a premiere access. I believe it's going to be $30 to pay and watch the movie, obviously, because it'll. If you're smart enough, if you're old fashioned, you would know better to go to the theaters to watch such movies like that. With all due respect, that will be the first movie Marvel has released since 2019.
I think so, yeah.
Because they released was Spider-Man, right?
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
And then the pandemic hit a year after, so a lot of movies.
New Mutants?
I have not actually. To be honest with you, I haven't really watched a lot of
X-Men
TV,
movies,
like X-Men, Marvel. I mean, growing up as a kid, it was probably my favorite. I was like watching Wolverine and stuff with my dad growing up. But
they're streaming. Final question of the evening: African American, or are you mixed with other races?
Actually, my mother is Haitian American and my dad is an African American male. My mom's mom came from Haiti in 19 something. I forgot. But yeah, my mom's side of the family is Haitian. Is Haitian and my dad's side is African American, though we do have some family members on his father's side that's from the Caribbean too.
That is so badass.
Yeah.
Now, so to the people listening, do you claim being a Zoe?
I think I should actually pick up more on my Creole, so I know a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most uncultured I've ever met. All right, get his ass off my show, please. Thank you very much. I'm joking. No, actually, Zoe is the most popular term that's used in the Haitian culture, and Zoe. Regular word. It's actually more of a soldier. It's like, are you a Zoe? Are you a soldier? Kind of like that. Yeah. Zoe's nothing. It's like the most common word in the French Creole language. So,
and I
much, taking the time out to come on my podcast. I'm gonna ask you.
I enjoyed it, man. I liked it. I love it, and I hope to be back on again sometime.
For those of you listening to this podcast, if you would like to volunteer to come to my podcast and volunteer to share your thoughts on whatever we all discuss about normally, once again, you can hit my DMs on at Farkwaad Lifer. Ask me what you want, when the show, what do you want to talk about, and yeah, so on and so forth. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to this podcast. Once again, for for being on my podcast.
Of course.
And bro, good luck for in school, and you stay safe out there for sure.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Anti-COVID-19.
Okay.
Just a little reminder, if you don't like anything that we talk about on this podcast, you are always welcome to leave. But for those of you that stuck around and enjoy this podcast, please stay tuned every Saturdays for a brand new episode.